Hi, welcome to Storytime with Dave Booker. Appreciate you being here. Um, Today we're starting a new book. We're starting number 4 in the series of Sheriff in a Small Town. Unfortunately, I don't have that one yet. I ordered it. It's already been published, but getting it takes a while. So hopefully within the next few readings, I'll have my copy. Hopefully you'll get a copy too. I do apologize for my voice. I hope this isn't going to be going through all the reading. Today we're doing the first chapter, which is kind of a short chapter, but it's kind of a fun one. And this one's a heroic rescue. Julia needed help, and quickly. She looked out towards the sidewalk and saw Talbot walking by. With a sigh of relief, she hailed him. "Sheriff, thank goodness you're here." There was definite anguish in her voice, and Talbot rushed up beside her. She was the teacher's aide and had all the children outside for the morning while the teachers were having a meeting. "Well, what's the problem?" "Oh, Toby came in the playground, snatched Emma from the sandbox and took her across the street. I saw him run towards that house." She pointed toward the home that was for sale across from the school. Sound of wailing caused Talbot to look down at little Martha, who was holding on to Julia's legs and crying her heart out. Emma was her friend, and the two were inseparable. Well, Talbot sprang into action. Calling in Joe, he explained the situation. Joe promised he would be there in a moment as backup. While waiting for Joe's arrival, he checked around the outside. It was possible that Toby was hiding in back. Not finding any sign of footprints, broken branches, or torn clothes in the brambles around the perimeter, he checked for an open or loose window. Squad car came racing up, sirens wailing. Joe joined Talbot as he came around near the front porch. Talbot leapt onto the porch and was pounding out the door. Getting no answer, he tried the knob. It was locked. Looking inside, he saw the place was unoccupied. He tested the basement windows and finding one not only unlocked, but swung easily, he turned to Joe. "I'll crawl in and see where he's taken her. You stay here in case he tries to escape." The window was open wide, so Talbot climbed in easily. Dropping down, he asked Joe to grab a flashlight and toss it down to him. Handing it down, he watched as Talbot swept the basement and found a wet footmark in the cement. Climbed the stairs to search the house. Joe knew all about Toby and found it strange he would have taken Emma. He was a well-known vagabond of the town. Nobody knew where he lived or even if he ever had a home. He roamed the streets, scrounged food he could from garbage cans or handouts, and didn't seem to have a care in the world. He was affable and approachable and had always seemed so friendly that his taking of Emma was unusual and worrying. Inside the house, Talbot was going from room to room, calling out to Toby to come out and bring Emma. Talbot slowed his walking. His shoes were echoing in the empty house, so that if Toby moved to another room, the sound was lost in his footsteps. He waited to hear if there was any movement. Yes, he could hear it. Toby was moving from room to room, avoiding discovery. Talbot took off his shoes and patted around in thick socks. Following the sounds, he made his way to the second floor. Toby was quickly running out of room and places to hide. It would be long now before he was cornered. Walking as quietly as he could manage, he peered into the master bedroom. He could see Toby in the corner with Emma. He approached slowly, with hands out, speaking calmly and softly. He didn't want to startle Toby into doing something desperate. Talbot was within arm's reach when Toby suddenly picked up Emma and bolted. Flying past, Talbot tried to grab him, but his hands clutched only air. Toby was too damn fast. "Damn it!" he cried out in exasperation. He pulled the brick and called Joe while running to the door. "He's trying to escape. When he comes through the window, grab him and hold him. Don't let him get past you. I'm on my way to assist." Joe stationed himself so that if Toby leapt for the window, he could grab him by the scruff of the neck if he needed be and hold on with everything he had. Talbot rushed out the front door, still in his socks, and joined Joe at the window. Sure enough, Toby could be heard racing down the stairs, and once in view, they saw his dramatic leap for the window, still holding Emma. Once cleared of the window, Joe and Talbot leapt onto Toby, pinning him down and grabbing Emma away from him. Her dress was torn, but other than that, she seemed to have suffered no ill effects from her abduction. Well, Joe rustled the dog into the squad car and Teller brought Emma back to Martha and Julia. Martha let out a scream of joy at the sight of her friend. Emma, though silent, was smiling and her eyes sparkled. Julia hugged her, Talbot for rescuing Martha's companion from Toby's clutches. Ted was sympathetic regarding Toby's actions. I think the dog was just looking for a friend. It wasn't hurt her, he was just lonely. We'll go to the general store and get him a doll of his own. Then he won't need to steal children's toys anymore. All right, the next one is going to be Our Town. Now that we're going to read on Friday because it's a very long chapter and I don't want to do that one today. So that is it. And I really appreciate you being here. Hope you're going to enjoy this fourth book of Sheriff in a Small Town. And I hate to say it, but it's probably going to be the last. So kind of sad about that. Maybe if the mood gets back in me and I can think of more stories for them, then yeah, I'll do it. But in the meantime, check out my website, my WordPress website, and take a look at my Amazon page where all my books are located. And well, you can see them all here too, but there's a little description. My website has information about every book, a few of the videos that I've read from them. And well, that's it. So I will be back on Friday. So I will look for you then and hope you're here. Hope you enjoy this reading and I will see you then. So be good to yourself. Bye. I know I'm trying to figure out where this is. I'm double vision, so I'm having a hard time. There we go. Have a good one. Bye.